So where do we stand in regards to the mental health crisis today? You know, a number of years ago, it was talked about all the time, right? Especially with the Olympics going on. Simone Biles, 4 years ago, it became the talk of the world when she was forced by her own self, volunteered to drop out of the Olympics because of her own mental health challenges. So where are we today? Have we improved that greatly? We don't see ads on TV anymore. There used to be ads from professional basketball teams, professional football teams, talking about the need for mental health. I know that Kyrie Irving, one of the stars of the Dallas Mavericks, had done a huge push for mental health help for children, and everything was going great. I was so ecstatic. You know, we were seeing mental health, the words everywhere. And now it's stopped. And all of a sudden, it's like people are assuming that we've healed. People are assuming we're better when the opposite is happening. And I'll explain what I'm talking about. David Essel here, 45 years as a counselor, #1 best-selling author, and more. And I'd love to be more optimistic than I am right now, but I can tell you from our private practice, our mental health crisis is as bad as it's ever been. We are having more and more children. I'm getting contacted by parents about children with outrageously powerful negative behaviors, children that are talking about suicide, you know, and we think that the mental health crisis is taken care of, it's over with. For the first time in the history of the United States of America, 85% of our population is overweight or obese. Has nothing to do with genetics, has everything to do with the mental health crisis. We've learned to lean on substances like food to try to help emotionally regulate the stress that we're all under, right? The mental health crisis has not gone away. It's not gone down. As a matter of fact, it's still here and it's ripping people apart. The number of individuals on a weekly basis that we get calls from regarding porn addiction, sex addiction, their marriages are falling apart. Now we've got multiple things happening inside one family, right? The marriage is falling apart. One or both partners are struggling with addiction. If there's children, which many times there are, of course, they're going to be seeing the dysfunction, right? Which then affects their mental health situations as well. So I think we really need to wake up. I mean, I don't think that we have enough about the importance. There's not enough information that's constantly being repeated like it was before about the need for meditation, about the need for rest, about the need for proper sleep, about the need to get rid of all of our addictions, about the need to take time for family. You know, I mean, I work with so many couples and they're struggling. They're both working full time and they've got children. And, you know, they think about when they grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, how, you know, parents went away on 2 and 3 week vacations and they're not able to do that, right? Which creates a mental health crisis. So many people in our country right now are struggling because they're heavily engaged with social media, which decreases our mental health. They're heavily engaged with video games, which decreases our mental health. They're heavily engaged with arguments over politics. They're heavily engaged with arguments with television sets, for God's sake, which all pushes down our mental health. So, you know, this isn't a negative. This should be a wake-up call video. My God, let's get our acts together. All of us, we really need to look at self-care, right? Who we hang out with, making sure that they're positive for us and our family. What we watch, what we listen to, what we read, what we eat. If we exercise, meditate, breathe, whatever it might be, let's get our mental health crisis under control by taking care of ourselves, because this is where it all starts. Mental health crises decrease dramatically when people are involved with self-care programs, when people are involved with therapy, when people are involved with coaching, when people are involved with the work that I do. Reach out to me. Don't sit in the middle of your PTSD, your stress, your anxiety, your depression, your procrastination. Procrastination is a mental health issue. Don't sit in the middle of that stuff. Reach out to me or another professional. We can help you jump over that hedge and get moving in the right direction, okay? Let's do it now. Talk David is the website. Go to talkdavid.com. talkdavid.com. 5 books for free, plus we have discounts if the finances are a little tight right now. We can help you from anywhere in the world, but do not wait another day. talkdavid.com. Let's start to really clean up these mental health crises, these issues, so we can all feel better about ourselves and the world we're living in. Have a beautiful day.